All right, Shalom. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rekar Kadash, double honors to apostles of GMS, and sincere Shalom to the brothers out there pushing this truth and sincerity. And as you can tell by the title, it says this looks like the beginning of World War III, which that was already many beginnings before this. This is just something along that lines. Now, I won't be playing the full clip, maybe 4 minutes of it, but this is to show you the hypocrisy of America. That I'm just gonna go ahead and play the clip.
Meanwhile, we are looking at China this morning, the Communist Party calling for an immediate ceasefire after Hamas's attack on Israel, urging the parties to remain calm. China's foreign ministry saying in a statement, quote, the fundamental way out of the conflict lies in implementing the two-state solution and establishing an independent state of Palestine. The international community needs to act with greater urgency, writes the CCP. Joining me right now is the Gatestone Institute senior fellow and author of The Coming Collapse of China and China is Going to War, Gordon Chang, Beth, with us this morning. Gordon, interesting to see China getting involved and calling for a two-state solution. Your reaction?
Well, of course, China is going to ask both sides to exercise restraint because Hamas is engaged in this brutality. The rape is just horrific, and China won't condemn it. China won't condemn it because I believe it's supporting Hamas's attack. Remember, Hamas is a proxy of Iran. Iran, in many respects, is a proxy of China. China fuels Iran. It's Chinese money that is supporting this war, and on the Hamas side. And I think we're going to find eventually Chinese arms will have been used by Hamas, although that has not yet surfaced. So we are seeing China's full-on support for this. And what we should be hearing from Beijing as well as Washington is, look, that Hamas needs to pull back, it needs to stop, and it needs to be punished for this brutality.
And no.
So, and this is the hypocrisy of America, because America goes around starting all wars, and America don't get sanctioned from a lot of this stuff that goes on. But America can sanction all these other countries for the stuff they do. He's saying that China should be telling the Hamas to pull back and they should be punished. But what about America? America's done way more heinous stuff than all these other countries combined. Because this is the you got all the Babylon, Rome, and you have all these past built up empires all in one spot, which is aka America now. So you mean to tell me that America could pretty much go anywhere, start up 80 fights, and they shouldn't get punished for it? You got people that'll be in the comment boards agreeing that they should be punished and this is that. But no one's saying that that America should be punished. This is Isaiah 47:1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. And that's America right now, because you got a lot of these other countries looking at this place saying, yeah, we only doing business with you because you got some of the wealth, but once we get our stuff up, you ain't shit. A lot of these other countries are already trying to back out of this stuff. Russia done backed out. And China's also about to back out because they signed along with Russia, and just like this guy said, a lot of the Chinese back this whole Hamas thing. So why should they say you should be punished for it? Why should they? If they can make money off of it just like America does, and they saying they about to be the next America, why wouldn't they? See, there was nothing wrong with wars. The Lord sets up wars. There's always been wars left and right. America's been in the longest of wars. But what you're seeing right now is just media wars, as I would like to call it. Not actual social media wars, but only wars that is only shown on the media. They ain't showing you, like America, they ain't showing you all the stuff that America's been going through in all these wars. That shows you the big difference. I'm going to continue to verse 2, and I'm going to continue the video. It says, take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks and make bare the leg, uncover the thigh and pass over the rivers. And so that's what we're doing. We're uncovering all the BS, the lies that these guys won't actually tell them themselves. And right, and it makes sense. Why would they tell them themselves? They're supposed to be all this righteous people, all the morals, and there's no morals in America. See, the morals of America is all made up, because the world's morals are completely different from these morals. That's why you have our people that size along with this stuff. You're only supposed to have one wife, when all these other countries have multiple wives. They're more ordered than the people of America, because other countries look at this place and it's like, nah, our women don't act like this. We don't conduct ourselves like this. These other countries got it actually make more sense than America does. Oh, all these other countries got presidents that actually know what they can do, at least in the form of a quote unquote king. The presidents here, they're just spokesmen. They got higher ups who are their actual quote unquote kings. You just don't ever see them. So this goes to show you the phoniness of Babylon, the lies and deceit. Sure, they got the money and the so-called power, but that's only because it was given to them. But let's continue with the video.
Yeah, this is the subject du jour of the delegation there from Washington. Chinese President Xi Jinping meeting with that delegation of U.S. senators in Beijing this morning. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer told Xi, we understand that he was, quote, very disappointed by China's failure to condemn the attack from Hamas. Schumer is leading this delegation. It is 6 senators in China. This week, they're going to China, South Korea, and Japan. Gordon, what can get...
I'm going to fast forward a little bit just to get to the point. But you see how they quote it as a failure. There was no failure, just like America fails to even do the right things. But yet they're supposed to be morally right, when this place has been built on nothing but bloodshed. Let's continue actually about right here.
And by the way, I don't like the image that China tweeted out of this, and that was Schumer in a half bow to Xi Jinping. That's the image the Chinese people are going to see. That's the image that much of the world is going to see.
I'm sorry, Gordon, what is it? What is the image specifically? You mean Schumer bowing to Xi Jinping?
Yeah, there's a still image, and you just saw a video portion of it of Schumer in a half bow when he met Xi Jinping. I don't know what it is for Americans, but they just can't help but show it.
I guess, Gordon, what is the point of all of this as the Communist Party keeps sending massive signals of aggression, whether it be the surveillance balloon or the bullying of our ships and planes, and yet we keep going back there.
Yeah, the administration has shown desperation to try to establish a communication channel with a regime that has no interest in sharing the planet with us, which in fact had for decades, well, for years, has been planning to go to war on America, and with fentanyl has been killing Americans to, maybe 75,000 last year, according to...
And I'm going to stop it right there, because these are all the pretty words and try to encourage the people, the American people, that they're in the right. Meanwhile, who's the one who's funding these drugs? Who's the one who's shipping these drugs? Where are they getting these drugs from? And these saying that America, that China ain't trying to share the world with us. What is America trying to share? America doesn't share shit. Excuse the language, but there was no sharing. This is Micah 6:12. It says, for the rich men thereof are full of violence, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth. So these rich men, they all about the violence. They're the ones that set up the embassies, set up their quote unquote laws, who they can I said the word earlier. Nice. I forgot the word. but who they can place consequences on and all this other stuff. But no one can do the same stuff back to America, right? These are spoken lies that even the quote unquote American people believe they can do whatever they want. Because look at how they act. Specifically, even our people. They the same ones that votes for presidents, Republicans, Democrats, all this useless stuff that means nothing. But they'll believe in the lies saying that all these other countries should be punished, but we shouldn't. Meanwhile, the Edomites here is saying that this place ain't gonna last long. They know war is coming. They've been knew it. We've been saying it for the longest, but they've even been in it. But our people are the ones that still caught in this delusion that America's going to win this and win that. But these people are caught in a massive delusion. So this is Ecclesiastes 21 and 8. It says, "He that buildeth his house with other men's money is like one that gathereth himself stones for the tomb of his burial." So not only has he been collecting money from all these other countries, from starting wars, placing embassies, getting oil and resources, import and export, but he's taking our money, our gold and silver. So the Lord has set the stage for the inevitable destruction of this man. But he's going to keep trying to place these medias, the medium, to keep these people controlled and make them believe that, to get this false hope that, we're going to win, we're going to do this and this and that. Meanwhile, America's already having problems of their own. They lose now. Not only they losing allies, but it's nothing but chaos here. You see, every time I scroll on the news, someone's dying. Just on my YouTube feed alone, more people dying, women getting violated. I'm not sure if I can say the actual word on here, but women getting violated, children dying left and right. So there's as I said it before, when you have wars, you start having problems, even inside your own society. Because it's not just about the martial law, it's about the economy going down. And this is exactly what's happening. So meanwhile, these people's mind is so focused on what's going on with these attacks in Israel or the Ukraine thing, people are still asleep of what's going on inside this place, and they'll ignore it. But I'm gonna get this last scripture real quick. This is Jeremiah 50:9. It says, "For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. The arrow shall be as of a mighty expert man, and none shall return in vain." So all these countries, all these things that America's done, and these other countries trying to copy and imitate, once they actually get that, once the Lord set them up for the final stage of the movie, this place is screwed. There is going to be a World War III. This title, this looks like the beginning. No, there has been a beginning, and these people just never realized it till now. But that's all I had going into that. So, little one, this is a little edifying. With that, shalom.